Here, after an unpredictable year, the idea of having New Year's resolutions for 2021 might seem overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be.
Right. Joining us now to share tips on how to achieve your goals is Touro College Psychologist, Dr. Jeff Gardere. Good morning, Dr. Jeff, and thank you so much for being with us.
Good morning, Vanessa and Betty. Great to be on with you.
Yeah, you are the man with the plan that we are going to follow to a T, so let's dive in. Doctor, why is it so important for us to really make these New Year's resolutions?
I think what we've learned from COVID-19 is nothing is promised for us for tomorrow, and that we have to live every day in the present tense. We have to be in the moment, but at the same time, we have to be healthy, we have to be positive, and we have to make the most of our lives. So why not find New Year's resolutions to bring in a new year? And boy, is this a new year that we're looking forward to, right?
I got to tell you, Dr. Jeff, though, I'm a little hesitant because I'm fearful that 2021 might be very similar to 2020, and I know I need to get those negative thoughts out of my head, but I know a lot of people feel that way too because we're still waiting on people to get, the vaccine. The virus is still on an uptick. So how do we change that kind of thinking?
Well, first of all, most of us, and of course, our prayers with the people who didn't make it or who had gotten very sick, we will always think of them. But most of us made it through 2020, and so that's giving us the momentum to now go into 2021 stronger and better. And again, a reminder that getting through these very dark times just really does give us that push to now want to live life in a much richer fashion, and why it's so important to have New Year's resolutions to make our lives more improved and much better.
Right. And Dr. Jeff, how do we keep these resolutions? Because sometimes that is the hardest part. How do we really stick to them? And do you have any motivational advice, perhaps?
I do, and I've made a lot of New Year's resolutions that I kept to. I went on the Peloton and I did that for close to a year now. But what helped me get there is, first and foremost, I chose a goal that enhanced my life. Something that I wanted to make me strong, not just physically, but psychologically too. And I think when we do that, not only is it something that makes us feel better, but it makes our relationships better. So we need to also be realistic. Let's not choose something that is so crazy like, I want to lose 60 pounds or I want to completely change my diet. Keep it simple, keep it realistic. Just try to do something better each and every day. Don't look at the end goal. Just look at the simple steps along the way. Today I'll have a salad. Tomorrow I'll eat fish. Those sorts of things, instead of just a complete lifestyle change, which too often leads us down the path of failure. Build in rewards and incentives. As you accomplish each and every little step, find something that makes you feel good and that says attaboy or attagirl. And do these resolutions, these goals, with like-minded people.
I was going to ask, do you need a buddy to get you through, to help you, just like, an exercise buddy that's going to motivate you?
That's right. And you support one another. And not only that, but it keeps you company. And so when you kind of fall off the horse, you do it together. But when you get back on it, you do it together. But the important thing is you're not alone in that goal. And that's really so important. And also remember that there are going to be starts and stops. You're not always going to be perfect, but don't quit when it doesn't work out the way that you wanted to for a couple of days or a week. Just get back into it, learn from your mistakes, what you can do better, change the plan. And one that I really like, don't give up. Be proud of just achieving anything, because 10% of something is better than nothing at all.
Yes.
As that old group Tavares once said.
That is true.
I agree.
Dr. Jeff, how can
Ben is probably asking, who is Tavares? But anyway.
Dr. Jeff, how can we make this a family affair? Because we know that kids have also been so challenged this year. Households collectively have really been tested. So how can you make this an activity that the entire family can really take part in and see the benefits?
Vanessa, that's such a great question, because what we've learned about COVID-19 is that we can't do anything alone. It has to be a family affair. It has to be something where we bring in people into that bubble or social circle of ours. And therefore, if you try to get a goal of eating better or starting to exercise or do meditation, having the whole family involved makes it not only just solidarity, but it makes it fun.
Yeah.
And therefore, we can help one another through it. And it brings us closer together. And we need those social connections more than anything else, that human connection.
Hey, Dr. Jeff, we are almost out of time, but for those who have lost, for those who are so super sad and are just trying to make it day by day and get to this new year, how do you mentally set those goals and keep yourself in check?
It's all about the positivity. It's all about what it is that we can control in our lives. There are a lot of things that we can't control, but there are things that can make a difference for us where we have the power to do that. And if we keep that positive mindset going through it, it just gives us the impetus and the motivation to take on each day with more energy, with more verve, with more spirituality, with more hope.
It's true. You have to train your mind, because otherwise it will just take you in directions that maybe you don't want to go. Dr. Jeff, thank you so much. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to both of you and your incredible audience.
All right.
Thank
Take care.
you.
Always enjoy seeing you.
Bye-bye.